Welcome to Daily Bread. As always, this reading is timeless, which means whenever you find this message, or whenever this message finds you, is when you're meant to see it. So please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Go ahead and press that like button, follow, comment, consider subscribing, share it with someone you care about. The energy's already been cleared. Let's get started. Let's start by asking Source, what is the energy we should focus on for this message? Source, what is the energy you want us to focus on for this message? What is the energy you want us to focus on for this message, Source? What is the energy you would like us to focus on? That's too many energies. Source is infinite, but we are not. So we're going to pick one. Mother Earth. Yeah, the Source is telling someone to get back into the connection with nature. Someone has been spending a lot of time in their own head. They've been spending a lot of time ruminating. They've been spending a lot of time in dark spaces, and somebody is telling you to get out of the house. Depending on what part of the world you're in, the weather may be accommodating, or it may not always be accommodating, but do what you gotta do. Put on a jacket, put on a t-shirt, take your umbrella, put on your sunscreen. This reading is timeless, so it could be any season right now. So get outside. Source is telling you need to spend more time outside. Get by water, go for a hike, go for a walk, go near a stream, go near a lake, go outside after it rains and get near a puddle. Source is telling you that you need to get grounded. So those are just some ways that you can get grounded. Source is also telling someone that you have been grounded. And now that you're grounded, it's time for you to start growing. So let's get into it. I'm also hearing that Source wants you to pay attention to the energies that you're mothering, to the energies that you nurture, to the things that keep coming back to you. So the things that you give your energy to, Source is asking you to pay attention to whether those things are giving you energy back. Source is asking you to pay attention to what's nurturing you, and make sure that you at least nurture you. I'll take that. So, right off the bat, I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles, absolutely. The Ten of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. So, right off the bat with the Six of Pentacles, I'm seeing this is about reciprocity. So somebody has been in situations where they were investing either time, energy, money, love, feelings, emotions, whatever you want to call it. You were investing something into a person, place, a situation. Maybe you were investing into a home. Maybe you were investing into what's more a household with somebody. Maybe you were investing into a relationship with a friend or a family member. Maybe you were investing into a romantic relationship. And those investments, you were sowing seeds, and they weren't returning. And you started to see that the seeds that you were sowing in other places are starting to give you returns. So when you see things that you are investing in and they give you a return on that energy, so you put in love, you get love. You put in resources, you get out resources. And it doesn't always have to be one for one. It doesn't always have to be you put in money, you get love. You put in love, sometimes you get money. Source is trying to open the energy of reciprocity between you and Source, and that's why it's important to nurture your connection with Source. And that's what Source is trying to tell you. When you nurture your connection with Source, Source fulfills that reciprocity in every way. So when you give your investments to Source first, you'll always get a return. So I see someone finally had enough of not getting anything back, and they're leaving. You've packed up what you had. Someone is moving to a new home. Someone is moving to a new city. Someone is moving to a new place psychologically. But whatever it is, you're counting your losses, which are gains. You're walking away with more than what you came in with. So whatever the situation was, if you're walking away from a job, you're leaving with more experience, more connections, more relationships. If you're walking away from a toxic relationship, you're leaving with a better understanding of yourself, a better understanding of who your friends are. You're leaving with a better understanding of what love means for you and what direction that looks like. If you're leaving a partnership, I see someone who's about to start their own business, whether you are a tarot card reader, a spiritual advisor, whether you're an engineer, whether you're a doctor. I see someone who's about to start their own practice. I see an optometrist. That's ironic, but I really see someone who has taken the time to look at what they're putting in and what they're getting back, and they're really starting to take to note what they need to nurture. I see someone taking things into their own hands and expressing themselves creatively. I see someone taking fate into their hands and doing what they can to make sure that they're contributing to the world around them. It's really important for somebody to make sure that they're doing things sustainably. So this connection with Mother Earth that I'm seeing is literally not just about paying attention to the things that you nurture in your life, the things that you give your mother energy to. And it doesn't matter if you are a man or a woman or anything in between or outside of that. Masculine and feminine energies are something that we can deal with in the spectrum in between. So I see somebody has really been paying attention to their mothering energy. They've been planting their seeds. Whatever that project is that you've been working on, Source is telling you green light. So you've already hit the red light on the relationship. You stopped what needed to be stopped. You slowed down what needed to be slowed down. You started what needed to be started. The things that you've slowed down so that you can put into perspective, you're sorting those into, do you keep giving energy to that, or do you stop giving energy to it? So I see someone who's taking a pause and someone who's saying, you can go, you can't. You can go, you can't. You're a part of my future, you're not. I don't need to do cigarettes anymore, you're not a part of my future anymore. I'm drinking more water, you're a part of my future. I don't need this toxic environment, I'm taking this environment. I don't want this relationship, I'm leaving. I want this relationship, I'm gonna try to pursue it. I see someone who is really taking fate into their own hands, and this is gonna have great impacts. You're gonna see increases in your money, you're gonna see increases in your financial stability and feeling of security. When I'm looking at these pinnacles and I'm seeing those represent earth energy, and when I see this with this Mother Earth, I'm really seeing someone is taking the time to invest in the things that give them grounding and stability. And when you do that, really, and I sound like a broken record, but I'm going to keep telling you, nurture what nurtures you. Source always nurtures back. And Source will guide you to relationships and energies that will nurture you back as well. So I see money coming up in someone's future. I see someone who's making a bittersweet ending, but also making a bittersweet beginning out of it. But that's okay, because the winds of change will always move you forward, and Spirit has your back. So you are moving in the right direction. You've lost nothing, you've actually gained. So let's do one more card. Let's do an oracle card to see what actions or advice we have to end this reading. Thinker, yep. So I want Source is telling somebody to really think about what their directions are. Think about where you are giving your energies. I want someone to do an exercise, and I want you to write down the top 10 things that are on your mind right now. Good, bad, and different. The top 10 things that are taking your mental energy, that you are investing mental energy into. I'm not going to say taking, but you are investing your mental energy into. And once you look at that list, you can go ahead and decide, okay, I'm investing in mental energy into this. I'm investing emotional energy into this. I'm investing spiritual energy into this. Do I want to? Do I have to continue to? Am I choosing to? So go through that list of things that are taking up space in your mind and go through them and look at them one by one and say, am I going to keep nurturing this? Or is there something about this situation that I want to change? Maybe something I want to stop nurturing, and something that I want to maybe nurture a different aspect of this relationship. So maybe instead of being an overgiver, maybe I'm going to try to ask for something. I see someone really taking the time to evaluate things and go forward and be grounded in their thinking. And this is really going to help you connect yourself to the future and really dream big, shoot for the stars, because you have what it takes to make those steps from one step to another. All you got to do is wait a minute, think about it. Stop. Think about it. So thank you for tuning in to Daily Bread. I hope this resonated with you. Please take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Go ahead and press that like button, leave a comment. Go ahead and press the follow button. Consider subscribing and share with someone you care about. It may help them too. I'll see you next time.